Hey guys, welcome back to my kitchen. It is the 22nd of December and I've been really busy today, and right now there's lots of little piddly jobs that need to be done, you know, the little things that are a little bit of a pain in the bum. So what I thought was that we would put a video together of all those little jobs that need to be done and just put them all together in one video, you know, and just have a yarn about stuff, and maybe it'll give you guys an idea or two. I don't know, but watch this space. Okay, so earlier on today I did the sourdough bread recipe, right? So the sourdough starter part 2, I did that, and we had some leftover apples and pears left over, and I was gonna chuck them out, and then that side of me that just cannot throw away leftovers when there's no real need to came up with a plan. Now that plan is to use some of these puff pastry sheets that we got on offer for 30p, because I'm not spending a lot of money on this at all, right? So what I did earlier was come down here. Oh, balls. Okay, I stewed them off a bit, but I added some Allspice Berries and some cinnamon. I'm just going to pick these out because we don't need them in there. And a little bit of Juniper Berry to sort of like help the fermented flavour. I put in some, there's my cinnamon stick. Let's get that out. I put in a couple of cups of raw sugar. There's some lemon peel in here that I made earlier this year and that you've seen me use. Just want to get these out because I don't want anyone putting their tooth through them, because that's just not going to be nice. And I know for a fact if Tanny got one, there would be hell to pay. So this is not something we're actually going to have for Christmas. This is something that I've made so that we've got, if we fancy a dessert, which we don't often, okay, but if we chose to and if we fancied it, we'd have one. I also added some crystallized ginger in here, which I made earlier this year as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to turn that into a kind of a Danish kind of thing, you know, or a pretend Danish kind of thing. Right. So what I want to do is get this pastry out, hoping it's still good. It should be good. Should be fine. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. Now we cooked off that, I cooked off that apple mix until it was like thick and jammy. That's the best way to describe it. It was thick and jammy. Right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my knife and we're going to get a bit fancy. Ooh, right. So I'm going to, into about a third of it, we're going to slice like that, because we're going to put our mix down the middle. So, you know, like I said, I mean, this is a cheap and cheerful thing because we had the puff pastry in the fridge. It's been sitting there a while. Yes, I had it to do the mince pie scrolls, which I haven't done yet, which I can do tomorrow, because we did lots and lots of other things today, some of which will be being released shortly. I'm going to turn that round. Come here. Come here. Come this way. Right. This way. Right. Okay, we're good. And we're going, yeah, there again. All right. Stay still. Stop being naughty. Okay. So we didn't want the apple mix and pear mix to be really wet, because if it was, it would just leak all over the place. It would be an absolute nightmare when it was baking and when it was freezing. So I've cooked it down till it's a really nice thick jammy consistency. Right. So now we're going to blob it right down the middle of this. Okay, ooh, come here you. Don't you start being naughty. Right. And I mean, like, it's a really cheap and easy way to use up the apple and pear from doing the sourdough starter water. I'm going to put that recipe down below so that if you guys haven't seen it, you can see it. And I will write the recipe out that I did for this. Now, I'm not going to be cooking this because it's going in the freezer. But if you did want to cook it, you're probably looking at about 220 Celsius for about, basically until the pastry's golden, yeah? So probably about half an hour, 40 minutes. Why is this being naughty? Don't be naughty right now. Behave yourself. So we're going to grab our pastry, which is being very naughty and sticking to... It's sticking! Oh my god. It's possibly because it's been waiting for me to do all the mince pies all day, so I'm going to put the other one back in the fridge so it can harden back up again. But we're going to do this, you know. See, we're not fancy around here. I'm just going to... I know this happens to you guys too, okay? It's not just me. But this happens when you've left the pastry out for a little bit too long and it's had time to melt. Because we want to use it when it's a bit colder. But didn't, because I'm a numpty. We're going to do this all the way down. I did, oh, for fudge's sake, seriously? Oh my god. Give me this. Let's see if we can just... Oh my god. Don't be afraid of when it goes bad, guys. At least you're trying. The fact that it does anything at all means you're actually trying to do it. And that's the important part here. That's the important takeaway from this. Okay. It's still getting fancy. I mean, you know. And it's only for us. It's not like we're going for a Michelin star here or anything. We're just making food for home. And I'm not like joining Bake Off or anything, because then I'd have to make my own pastry and ain't nobody got time for that. I don't have time for that. Not yet. Next year. Next year. We'll do it next year. These are... That's got quite a bit of a thick bit of the apple in the middle, actually, quite frankly. Which is why this is stretching a bit. It's all good. It's all good. Having to stretch it. It's fine. We're not worried. We're not worried. Just having a bit of a laugh, you know. Because it's Christmas. Right? It's Yule. It's the fun time of the year. And if you can't have fun while you're in your kitchen, what are you doing in there? You know? Actually, I'm kind of... I think I'm going to start from the other side now. Turn it around a bit. So we can turn it around. Start from this side so we can kind of meet up in the middle a bit. See? Oh my god. Oh my god. Get over there. It doesn't always go to plan. I don't mind making videos where it doesn't always go to plan, because you guys need to know that I am but human. You know. And I'm quite happy to put these videos out because I ain't ashamed of being a human. Oh shit. Got the paper. God. Oh my god. Okay. So there we go. I'm really going to have to put that other pastry back in the fridge because there is no way it's going to be any good for use otherwise. Oh my god. Alright. Yay! Okay. Right. But yeah, I mean, why wouldn't we? Okay, we've only got a couple more to go. On this side at least. We seem to have more on that side. Why have we got more on this side? Maybe because we didn't count them. Oh guys, seriously. Alright. Okay. No, come on. Okay. I'm going to put this one going that way, and then I'm going to put this one going this way. There we go. Right. So there's our kind of sort of Danish that's going in the freezer. What we need to do now is wrap it up. We're going to wrap it back up in there, and then we're going to wrap it up in cling plastic wrap, for those of you who don't know what cling wrap is. This stuff, right, in it. Oh my god. I need to get this underneath it, I think. It's going to have to go in the freezer in a baking tray overnight so that it can freeze flat. Because otherwise, it'll freeze in a lump, and then when we try and get it out, it's going to be the weirdest looking thing on the planet. If you want to get really fancy with it, stick a piece of cardboard underneath it and then wrap it. But I don't think that's entirely necessary, really. Okay, so we're going to do that. And I'm going to get another board and I'm going to flip that over this way. That'll do. We'll use this one. It's not touching anything, so I'm not that worried, concerned. Oof! But we are going to wrap this really, really tightly in the plastic. I do try and stay away from using too much plastic wrap. This one we've had for the whole year, so we don't actually use a lot of it. We try and find other ways like containers and things, but for jobs like this we don't really have that much of a choice. Okay, this board needs washing. It's still got Thai tuna salad on it. Okay, we'll do another one. I think that should pretty much do it. Flip. There we go. Right. I'm gonna have to flip it again. Oops. All right. Flip that over. There we go. All done. Tanny, you put this in the freezer, please. I'm going to put that in the baking tray. Like that. Oof. There we go. Right way up and everything. Ta-da! Brilliant. Okay, on to the next job. Okay, so we bought our veg the other day, 2 days ago, right? And what we didn't notice was these broccoli only had 21st of December on them, which is yesterday, and they're starting to go yellow. In fact, that one is starting to go black. So we can't afford to lose these because we can't replace them. So what we're going to do is we're going to chop and save what we can and saute the rest off in the wok. Whack it in the fridge, and all we have to do is reheat it on Christmas and it'll be fine. We could even just put it in the freezer and then just bring it out and do it from that. I want to get this all cooked off so that we can at least save some of it. Alright, so we're going to get the black bits off. That's the most important. But to do that, I'm going to have to get that bit off. Yeah, because these bits are a bit done, which kind of sucks. It really does kind of suck. Right, so there we go. I'm going to chop these off into florets like this size. Get those going in the wok, I think. With a bit of butter. And we're even going to cook off the stump, because the stumpy bits are cool. I like the stumpy bits. Right. In fact, the stumpy bits are my bestest favourite bit. Oh shit. There's things falling around all over the place. Oh my god. Right. Okay. So, let's get all this done into floretti bits, because you know, once all these little jobs are done, I'm going to go then curl up on the couch with a glass of mead, because I can, because I bought it a couple of years ago because a friend of mine, an acquaintance of mine, someone I've known as an acquaintance for several years, actually runs one of the best meaderies in the country, Lancashire Mead Company, and every time we get to like the Viking Festival here in York, or Food Festival, or wherever he turns up, I buy another bottle and I make it last. I buy a different flavour. So I've got a couple of bottles at the moment because I only drink it this time of the year, see? Right, we're going to the wok. There's our wok. We're going to turn the heat on, get some marge in here, get a spoon, a whole heap of that in there, just to cook all this off really quickly so it'll last. That'd be awesome. Right, and then once that's all melted, we're going to chuck in our broccolis. Okay, come on, hey up. What's going on? Hey up. Do it. Do the thing. Right, screw it. Right, let's get this in. I want me glass of mead. Not gonna lie. I want me booze. Okay. Alright. A little bit more. Whoops, that bit's a bit too big. Get that one made off small. And then we've got this last bit. I'll just bring it over on the board, I think. There we go. Done. Right. All we need now is one of these. And get all our broccoli done. Right. It's only so it's part cooked. I don't want it to be fully cooked, just enough so that it stops going off, you know. Get a little bit of water in there. Ooh, hang on a sec. Keep an eye on the pan for me, guys. I just got to get some water. There we go. Right. Just so it partly steams it as it's sauteing. There we go. Nice. Like I said, I don't want to fully cook it because we're going to warm it through on Christmas Day, so we don't really want it all kind of limp and yuckies. But once it gets that really brighter green colour that broccoli gets when it's just about cooked, we're going to stop. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so it should be about 5 minutes, I reckon. And we'll be back. Okay, so our broccoli is done. And that's going to go into little baggies in the freezer. Now we reuse our baggies. We wash them very carefully and reuse them. These ones are new ones though, because that's what we've got. So all our baggies are in use at the moment, most of them. So I'm just going to get all these in the baggie. When they go cold, we'll put them in the freezer. They've just got to, I want to get them out of off the heat source at the moment. So we're going to get all those in the baggie. But even if you're prepping broccoli that you've grown yourself for the freezer, you need to blanch it first, okay? Because otherwise the water crystals in the broccoli actually make it split and it doesn't come out so nice. So yeah, you need to blanch it first. A lot of veg you have to blanch first before you freeze it, to be honest. So this should be fine. Okay, and that's that done. I'll get that all zippied up and that goes straight in the freezer once it's cold. Yay! One less job. Right, guess what the next job is? Piggies in blankets. Yes, it is. Now, I used to make my own sausages, and I probably will be at some point this year once we move, but not yet. And because of that, we've got ourselves 2 lots of sausages. We've got Welsh cheddar and smoked bacon sausages, and we've got classic pork sausages. Now we've got 2 because if someone doesn't like the fancy ones, they can have the plain ones. Can't they, Tanny? If you don't like the fancy sausages, you could got the plain ones, yeah? Yeah. Right, so this is a simple job. We've got the cheap back bacon that we get from the local shop because Streaky is ridiculous prices. And I'm going to do the fancy ones first and put a layer of them on the bottom of that tub. So, for those of you who aren't quite sure what a pig's in blanket is, it's basically a sausage wrapped in bacon. Okay, that's it. Now they'll go under the grill on Christmas, and yeah, they'll get done that way. So yeah, we just wrap them, and it's one less fiddly job you have to piddle around with on the day. Do you know what I mean? It's all done. They're done. You don't have to worry about it because it's all done. Right. That's 3. Maybe if I put them that way, because they seem to be a bit bigger than the box there. Okay. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Come on, you. Give me the bacon. Okay. Yeah, luckily for us, like up the road, there's a really fancy pig farm, and they do some amazing pork products and sausages and stuff like that. And you know, if and when, or when we go up towards Scarborough, or our friends do, they always say to us, oh, do you want anything from Troy's? And we always say, yes please. And we normally get our sausages and stuff from them, but obviously things are not the same this year, so we're just doing the best we can, making do. But I've also spoken to people at Trotters, and they've said to me that I can buy half a pig from them. In fact, I could buy a whole one. I could get a half one for £99. Sounds like a lot of money, right? I know. But if you think about it, if I made up all our own bacon and sausages, and we had a ham out of that, and a proper like whole ham out of that, you know, we'd be sitting pretty, quite frankly. And it would be really good quality meat as well. So, you know, and it's double that for a whole one, but we don't have a big enough freezer to be keeping a whole pig in. So, you know, that's the way it is. So all the fancy ones are on that side. So they're on the right hand side of the box. And then we're going to put these ones, I might put these round in a different direction in the pot. If I put those width-wise rather than lengthwise, we can tell the difference. That's a good thing. And if we can't remember, I'll just watch the video. I'll go, watch the video, and then you'll know which one's which. Because, you know, stuff happens and we forget. Right. Okay. Whoops. Ah, come on, bacon. Don't do this to me, you naughty. Right. Really? Okay. So that's going to have to go on there like that. We'll get this bit. Oof. See, Tanny's going to be making quiche tomorrow, so I'm going to be taking the morning off. I already have some videos that are scheduled to just release, which is great. So that means I'll probably have the morning off from doing very much, so I can just chill. Just for a little bit. I mean, there are things, obviously, that I still have to do, but it means that Tanny can have the kitchen to do what he wants to do. So, yeah. Oof. Okay. I'm going to put those two standing upright in the corner. They're in the corner standing upright because naughties. Right. That's 3 annoying little jobs that have just been done. Perfect. Right. Ooh. There we go. Let's get the lid on. And we're done. Fabulous. We're done. Okay. So with those jobs done, it's time for me to go and just chill on the couch. If you want to watch this and other videos like it, please do hit the subscribe button. Tickle the bell icon and choose the all option. You'll know when my videos are coming up. Give us a thumbs up and go watch all the other things I've been putting up, because seriously, I've been prolific. I've been putting up loads in the last couple of days, and there's more to come. There are more to come. So keep your eyes out. Love you guys heaps. Take it easy. Take some time out. That's what I'm about to go and do. Netflix and chill with dinner. See you guys.